So how do you know when it's time to leave? Leave your career and start a new business. I have some tips for you, so let's get started. Stick around. What is up, friends? I'm KK Smith. I am a Reinvention life and business coach. And today we're going to get into when is the right time to leave, when is the right time to start your business, when is the right time to go after that dream. So friends, before we get started, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the bell notification for more videos on reinventing your life and business from the inside out, mindset, and more. So let's get into it. So you have a great business idea and you want to be your own boss. I get it. But when is the right time to leave? Friends, I will tell you a little bit about my own personal story. So I work with someone, in fact, I work with a lot of people because I used to be an assistant for a while. And then I moved on to another business model, which was booth rent. But I was in those business models for quite some time because in my mind, I never had to move on until about year 7. I started having a burning desire to start my own business. So when do you know it's time to leave your job? Or when do you know it's time to just start your own business? Friends, I will say instinctively, your gut feeling will tell you, but you have to be ready with your funds. Make sure you are ready to start your business with your funds. Just don't go by instinct. A lot of times, instinct is good, but you will soon go out of business with just instinct. Make sure you are prepared mentally and financially. So another reason that you will know it's time is because you simply have a great business idea. Friends, you have this burning feeling inside of you. You have this creativity that we were all born with, and you simply have an amazing business idea that you're trying to get out to the world. You've thought about it over and over. It keeps you up at night. You know that you can make money with this business idea. You have even put it up against your job. You're saying, if I sell this amount of products, or if I see this amount of customers, I know I could make more than what I make at work. And I will be multi-passionate about it. Friends, it might be time to make a move. You want more control over your life. You want work-life balance, especially if you have children. Friends, that has been the most challenging thing for me, even as an entrepreneur, because guess what? When you're an entrepreneur, sometimes you're going to work even harder because guess why? You have to do all the things in your business. So sometimes when you're just showing up to work, you're just simply showing up to work. But as an entrepreneur, you're going to have to worry about, is your facility clean? Especially if it's a brick and mortar model. You're gonna have to worry about supplies. You're gonna have to worry about, like I said, cleaning. You're gonna have to worry about paying bills on time. How many customers do I have? How much money do I have left over after I have my customers? So another way to really tell if you're ready to leave is simply that work-life balance. Friends, this was so hard for me to figure out because when I first started on my own, of course, the goal was to support myself, support my son, and I would stay at work for hours and hours and hours. Now, my clients that had 9-to-5 jobs, they would come in after work and leave, and I would still be there. They would go to work at 7, get off at 3 or 4, and I would still be there from 7 a.m. And friends, that is no fun. So I will tell you, just because you're an entrepreneur and you're gonna leave your 9-to-5 or turn that side hustle into a business, you're going to have to establish work-life balance in your life. You're gonna have to establish your schedule, especially if you have kids, because you do not want to miss any part of their lives. Friends, while I'm talking about it, go ahead and grab the free business idea checklist this month. I am listing a free business idea checklist in the description. It is a simple roadmap to get you from side hustle idea to going into your own business. So check it out. Now friends, this might be the number one reason, but this is not at the forefront because I feel like passion and work-life balance and mental health is so important. But one of the main reasons that you can tell that you're ready to pivot is because you simply want to earn more money. Friends, did you know that there were so many entrepreneurs that pivoted into entrepreneurship during the pandemic? There were so many people, I wrote about it on my blog, that did an exit from corporate America. And guess what? They figured out that they could actually make more money with their product or with their service. Friends, you just simply want to make more money. So this might be a pressing reason, especially because the economy is like it is. Where I live, the rent has almost doubled and then even tripled. So everyone needs a little bit of extra cash or a lot of extra cash, and that might be a main reason that you are ready to pivot from corporate America to your side hustle to a real business. Friends, one of the main reasons why I pivoted into entrepreneurship is because I wanted to change. And I'm speaking of my second time pivoting into entrepreneurship. So the first time I was in college, and then I got pregnant in college, and now my son is grown. But the second time I pivoted into entrepreneurship, I simply wanted to do something different. And that is another reason why a lot of people pivot into entrepreneurship. You simply want to do something different. You've been doing the same thing for so many years. And I think when you pivot into something different, especially if you have an established business, if you're going the opposite way, I think a lot of times customers don't understand because they're thinking, wow, she should be so happy because she has her own business. But friends, sometimes you just simply want to do something different, especially if that thing that you're doing is very physical, if you're standing on your feet, if you're processing things all day, if you're staring at a computer, if you're filling orders. Sometimes you simply just want to do something different. Over 4 years ago, my mom passed, and my sister and I started a nonprofit. And the next reason I'm going to tell you is the reason why you might be ready to pivot into entrepreneurship is because you simply want to make a difference in the world. And so with our nonprofit, we help victims of health disparities, victims of childhood trauma. And so we started this nonprofit in memory of my mom, but we also started it because we really wanted to make a difference in the world. We really wanted to be the feet of the Lord. We really wanted to be the eyes and the ears to really make a difference, to really change lives. So that might be a reason that you're ready to pivot into entrepreneurship. Maybe you want to start something heartfelt that you've always wanted to help and serve humanity. And that could be a great reason to pivot into entrepreneurship. Now, some of y'all, if you pack one more computer, if you file one more thing away, with all that creativity that you have inside of you, you are just going to burst. You just simply want to be more creative. Friends, I have been creative ever since I've been a little girl. I used to make things. I used to dress things up, dress people up. I used to always have a love for hair, some way, or fashion, and I have a little creative myself. So you are somebody that's simply so creative. You are just bursting with creativity. I get it. And this might be a sign that it is time to pivot into entrepreneurship. So we already talked about work-life balance, but you simply want to have more free time. You simply do not want to work 40 hours a week. And friends, there are so many entrepreneurs now more than ever. Like I said, I've been on this journey for over 2 decades, and I am seeing so many creative business ideas. I also have a podcast, the Mom Stuff Coffee Shop podcast, and I have interviewed so many people that have simply merged their gifts together, and they simply want to have free time. I remember interviewing one of my guests, and she was in Hawaii, and she had just up and left, and she told me that she could do her business anywhere in the world. So you simply want that vacation time, you want that woosah, you want that time to yourself, and you are just simply tired of being on the rat wheel. I get it. Make sure you have a great idea to pivot into entrepreneurship. Another reason you might be ready for entrepreneurship, you simply want to take your career, the thing that you already are doing, to another level. Friends, you know you got it, but you also know that you will never get that promotion. Let me tell you something. I went to a conference. Better yet, it was a private class, but it was more like a conference because there were hairstylists just meeting up in this different town. And we were taking a class from this hairstylist friend that she probably made well over $1 million. And here's why. She told us something that really made me have an aha moment. She said, guess what? I knew that they were never going to give me that big corporate job that I was after. She was in corporate America for almost 20 years. And friends, she took her skills and she took them into entrepreneurship, and they straight blew up. They blew up out the water. And friends, I admire her to this day. And friends, so you might be sitting there and saying, you know what? They're never going to give me that job. They're never going to give me that promotion. And I know what I can do with my skills. I know what I already have inside of me. This might be a sign that you, my friend, are ready for entrepreneurship. Friends, you just might simply be ready for something that's more fulfilling. Friends, I cannot tell you every time someone gets out of my chair and they are so happy with their hair, they are so happy with the talk we just had, the food for our soul, both of our souls, because hairstylists are really like counselors, but sometimes our clients even give us some food for our souls. So when you just simply love what you do, friends, that might be a sign that you are ready for entrepreneurship. You're ready to take that job and you're ready to say, you know what? I really simply just want to do something that I love. 3 tips that I'll tell you about this whole talk that I've been talking about. Make sure that there is a need for what you have a passion for. Make sure that you are ready financially, and make sure, friends, especially if you have children, that you have a work-life balance. Friends, I'm KK Smith. I am a Reinvention life and business coach, and if you have gotten any value out of this video, go ahead and click the subscribe button and the bell notification for more videos on reinvention from the inside out. Mindset, turning your passions into profits, and just simply some life advice. Friends, I will see you in the next video, but remember, you can always celebrate wins and get back up again around here. I'll see you next time. And friends, don't forget to pick up the free business idea checklist available this month anywhere you are listening to this video or episode. See you next time.